ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान् वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्री नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
So, thank you very much for inviting me to your wonderful association. So, anybody has any questions or queries that we can start with?
So, Prabhu, yes, I have a question, Prabhu. This is from your no recent lecture that you gave last week, Prabhu, on Bharat Maharaj's verse, which you asked us in the video. Also, you were saying, to watch it again and again. Um, so, in that, you had mentioned why Bharat Maharaj has fallen down even after reaching to that to a bhava stage.
Hmm.
So you mentioned like you took to another verse in the third canto, where in the purport mentioned that when you don't follow the routine in the morning or the spiritual routine which is given by Srila Prabhupada or by the acharyas, you fall down. So, but the question is, Prabhu, like that means uh, an uttama adhikari will also fall down. Uh,
Well, yeah, because in this case, he kind of, although was very highly advanced, he neglected the spiritual discipline,
huh.
because the Prabhupada explained in the purport of that verse, no?
Correct, Prabhu. He did not approach a spiritual master,
Yeah.
uh,
So
and
when
he missed that spiritual routine in just few days after associating with the this thing. He missed like to do all that thing. So yes.
so when he became overly attached to a deer, he did not consult a spiritual master.
Hmm.
You can see the example I also spoke about yesterday when he was confused, no?
Yes, Narad Muni. He approached Narad. Narad Muni came there actually. Yes.
Mm. So you can see how we have to be always be consulting, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
So, but at the same time, we see you have mentioned many times that Guru never falls down. So he was not at the Guru position, Prabhu, then, or
At that time he was just in the ashram, no?
okay,
He was not going and preaching at that time.
got it. Hmm.
So you see how to stay alone without association is quite detrimental, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
So it's always stressed that even if you advance, you must still associate, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So association would have saved him from this problem, actually, we had. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So it's very important that we keep association of devotees. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
The root cause of devotional service to Lord Krishna is association with advanced devotees. Even when one dormant love for Krishna awakens, association with devotees is still most essential.
Essential. Yes, Prabhu.
So you can see how he neglected this association. As a result, he became attached to another kind of association. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Overly affectionate to the deer, he lost all his good intelligence, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's why Prabhupada said if he had consulted a spiritual master, then he wouldn't have got into this problem.
Yes, Prabhu.
Similarly, we have to be aware of consequences of not associating with devotees, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Very important. I think I mentioned that in that class, no?
Yes, Prabhu. You mentioned about that.
Hmm.
And then you also mentioned that about, like if ISKCON people ask this question, oh, Bharat Maharaj fell down, what is our guru? He can also fall down and all that. So I think that's where I was not clear. So he's probably got the answer. Like if Bharat Maharaj was not at the stage of a guru, uh, and he was not having the association of devotees, and he neglected the spiritual routine also.
Hmm.
Yes, from.
So you see how uh, they will manipulate all this, part and try to use it to justify their guru's fall down, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
So very dangerous, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Guru falling down is not in our scriptures, you know.
Correct, Prabhu.
And try to misuse that. I think you saw me also. I had talked with one of my god brothers who was acting like a guru, you know, in Vrindavan.
Uh-huh.
So I asked him all these questions, you know, how you can become a guru. He said, no, I'm Prabhupada disciple, therefore they nominated me. So that is not the criteria, no, of trying to become a guru.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm. Guru means he must be authorized. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. The order, two things must be there. One is the order. Uh, Main thing is the order, and the one was.
That is the verse, is it? One should take initiation from a bona fide spiritual master coming in the disciplic succession who is authorized by his predecessor spiritual master
Hmm.
called Diksha Vidana.
Yes.
There is no authority, authorization, then how you can take up the role? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Of course, they point their finger at the GBC, hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
But the GBC has no authorization to manufacture gurus, no?
Correct. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
GBC cannot manufacture a guru. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Only the authority of the predecessor acharya, no?
Mm-hmm.
So these things they don't understand this. Or what to do. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada also said that in the CC, the ecclesiastical body. Ecclesiastical body. I don't know how you spell that word. How you spell that ecclesiastical? Anyone knows?
Yes, search,
What
Prabhu.
celestial? I didn't get the word, bro.
Ecclesiastical.
Ecclesiastic.
It is in the CC.
Eclectical, yeah, Prabhu. ECELEC,
Uh,
eclect, TICAL.
EC,
ECELEC.
ECE,
ECL, sorry.
ECL. Huh?
Uh,
Can you write that and search in the folio? I mean, you will get the word in that verse, no?
yes, for one.
Let me know.
Yes.
So in that verse, Prabhupada is saying you cannot be appointed by some ecclesiastical body. Got it?
No, Prabhu.
Ah, I got it. Okay, it is here. So you see in this verse,
Yeah, third line from last.
the word here.
Yes, Prabhu. The last third line. Last but third line.
Yeah, here.
Yes.
The Jiva Goswami advises that one not accept a spiritual master in terms of hereditary or customary social and ecclesiastical conventions. One should simply try to find a genuinely qualified spiritual master for actual advancement in spiritual understanding.
So the meaning of this word,
Mhm.
means some kind of you know
Something related to church is what it's saying, Prabhu.
yeah, some kind of
Church.
a body, some kind of a so-called spiritual body.
Mhm.
You cannot, it doesn't qualify one to a point, Hereditary means, it's like family, Kula Guru.
Yes, Prabhu. Kulaguru,
Customary,
yeah.
customary social. That means it's like a tradition,
Mhm.
And of course, classical means some kind of a GBC,
Oh, okay.
So you cannot you cannot accept a spiritual master coming in this kind of a condition. You must find a genuinely qualified spiritual master for actual advancement in spiritual understanding. So that means, when this line, when Prabhupada said one should try to find genuinely qualified spiritual master for actual advanced spiritual understanding. So unless the spiritual master is thoroughly well versed in the scripture, how can he give you spiritual understanding? Hmm?
Correct. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So one should accept a thing as genuine by studying the words of saintly people, the spiritual master and the Shastra. The actual center is the Shastra, the revealed scripture. If a spiritual master does not speak according to the revealed scripture, he is not to be accepted.
Mm.
Similarly, if a saintly person does not speak according to Shastra, he is not a saintly person. The Shastra is the center for all. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you
So
see how, well,
this clearly shows that ISKCON devotees, like the gurus, they don't talk according to revealed scripture. They just talk now for getting a good name. Like, you good, I good, all are good. So, like that, they start, appreciating rich people and they go to their uh, marriage ceremonies, all these different functions. It clearly says that they are not talking according to Shastra, Prabhu.
so such a spiritual master cannot be accepted as spiritual master. According to
Yes,
Prabhupada's statement here, yes.
yes, Prabhu.
So we are, trying to explain this by showing the relevant, scriptural uh, references.
Yes, Prabhu.
And that way you can decide, no, who is genuine and who is not genuine.
Yes, Prabhu. On top of this, Prabhu, they say one this thing also, that yes, GBC has done so many mistakes. When I talk to them about the what is it called, the Guru Puja. First, they used to do to their gurus, and then they stopped everything. Then again, they started doing Guru Puja only to Prabhupada, and so many things. So they say that they have committed so many. Yes, I know it's we are all material, so sometimes GBC also commits a lot of mistakes, and then they go to a point where it says, Prabhupada also committed a mistake, and all that. And what interesting fact is, like, astonishing fact is, even Ritviks, some of the Ritviks, I don't have proof for this, but I heard that when CPP had mentioned that Prabhupada also committed a mistake.
So this is the problem when you try to see the spiritual master as an ordinary person,
Correct, Prabhu.
then your fall down is inevitable.
Yes, Prabhu. The third offense before
Hmm.
automatic. Yeah, and consider an ordinary person will commit a mistake. So The spiritual master should be considered to be directly the Supreme Lord because he gives the transcendental knowledge for enlightenment. Consequently, for one who maintains a material conception that the spiritual master is an ordinary human being, everything is frustrated. His enlightenment and his Vedic studies and knowledge are like bathing of an elephant. It is recommended that one honor the spiritual master as being on an equal status with the supreme personality of Godhead. Sakshad Haritvena Samasta Shastraihi. This is enjoined in every scriptures. Acharyam Mam Vijaniyat. One should consider the Acharya to be as good as the supreme personality of Godhead. In spite of all these instructions, if one considers the spiritual master an ordinary human being, one is doomed. His study of Vedas and his austerities and finances for enlightenment are useless like the bathing of an elephant. An elephant bathes in a lake quite thoroughly, but as soon as it comes to the shores, it comes on the shore, it takes some dust from the ground and strews it over its body. Thus, there is no meaning to the elephant's bath. One may argue by saying that since the spiritual master's relatives and the men of his neighborhood consider him as an ordinary human being, what is the fault on the part of the disciple who considers the spiritual master an ordinary human being? This will be answered in the next verse, but the injunction is that the spiritual master should never be considered as an ordinary human being. One should strictly adhere to the instructions of the spiritual master, for if he is pleased, certainly Supreme Personality of Godhead is pleased. Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasado, yasya prasadanna gati kutopi.
So you see how if you try to degrade Prabhupada into a material platform, then you're finished.
Prabhu,
Because,
in that there is one point. What is the fault on the part of the disciple who considers the spiritual master an ordinary human being for the relatives and neighbors? The answer is in the next verse. Can we read the next verse also, Prabhu? The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, is the master of all other living entities and of the material nature. His lotus feet are sought and worshipped by great saintly persons like Vyasa. Nonetheless, there are fools who consider Lord Krishna an ordinary human being. The example of Lord Krishna being the Supreme Personality of Godhead is appropriate in regard to understanding the spiritual master. The spiritual master is called Sevaka Bhagavan, the servitor personality of Godhead, and Krishna is called Sevya Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is to be worshipped. The spiritual master is the worshipper God, whereas the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the worshipable God. This is the difference between the spiritual master and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Another point, Bhagavad Gita, which constitutes the instructions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is presented by the spiritual master as it is, without deviation. Therefore, the absolute truth is present in the spiritual master, as clearly stated in the text 26, Jnana Deepa Prade. The Supreme Personality of Godhead gives real knowledge to the entire world, and the spiritual master, as the representative of the Supreme Godhead, carries the message throughout the world. Therefore, on the absolute platform, there is no difference between the spiritual master and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If someone considers the Supreme Personality, Krishna or Lord Ramachandra, to be an ordinary human being, this does not mean that the Lord becomes an ordinary human being. Similarly, if the family members of the spiritual master, who is the bona fide representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, consider the spiritual master an ordinary human being, this does not mean that he becomes an ordinary human being. The spiritual master is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore one who is very serious about spiritual advancement must regard the spiritual master in this way. Even a slight deviation from this understanding can create disaster in the disciples' Vedic studies and austerities. Haribol.
so you see how dangerous it is, to make this mistake of minimizing Prabhupada's transcendental position.
Yes, bro.
So the moment you say Prabhupada makes mistake, that means you are finished. That means what? You know more than Prabhupada?
Yes,
Huh?
Prabhu.
So to become more than Guru is a big offense,
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
As soon as the foolish disciple tries to overtake his spiritual master and becomes ambitious to occupy his post, he immediately falls down. Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasado, yasya prasadan nagati kutopi. If the spiritual master is considered an ordinary man, the disciple surely loses his chance to advance further. Yes, Prabhu.
So you see how they are trying to minimize Prabhupada's position, thinking themselves as more superior than him, no?
Yes,
Maybe
Prabhu.
because they have got one big temple or few big temples and people are coming and worshipping their lotus feet, so they think they are much more superior, you know? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
So they say that in because Ketananda Maharaj or other Maharaj, they have misused some devotees and all this. It's because Prabhupada had placed them in that position. So Prabhupada has made a mistake.
You see here, these are the instructions that Sanatan Goswami got from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Hmm.
And number 3, you can see to establish the Vrindavan method of temple worship and install deities in temples.
Oh,
So if you are establishing, if you are coming in our line and you are establishing some other kind of temple worship, and how that is in line with what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has ordered Sanatan Goswami?
correct, Prabhu.
Hmm? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, introducing something not in our Vaishnava tradition, Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right. So you see here, Sanatan was empowered. Sanatan Goswami was empowered to establish the card of Vaishnavism. So we are going to become more than Sanatan Goswami. How that we are going to please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Prabhupada? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right.
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand? So therefore, because you are already deviating, so naturally you try to see Prabhupada as an ordinary person. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Introducing what some guru of some of the students of the school to some acting career and some chef and all that.
Yes, Prabhu.
You're training some of the students to be chef in a reputed high class restaurant. What will they cook? Prasadam? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu. They will not. Yeah.
Hmm. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So see how they are deviating, and because they have a lot of money, they start
Correct, Prabhu.
thinking, justifying whatever they do.
Yeah, they said they are out to please the public. We should be pleasing Guru and Gauranga instead of pleasing the public.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. You're very much right. Yeah. I think this is where the problem came. So because recently, like one of the temples, the it was found that the temple president had some relations with some other Mataji, and when he was confronted, they kept saying, they tried their best. In the end, they said, "No, Prabhupada also has done the mistake." So it happens with us also, and all that.
If someone is ignorant and addicted to the path of samsara, how can one who is actually learned, merciful, and advanced in spiritual knowledge engage him in fruitive activity? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
And thus entangle him in material existence? If a blind man is walking down the wrong path, how can a gentleman allow him to continue on this way to danger? How can he approve this method? No wise man No wise or kind man can allow this.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So you see, when you don't have the script, just now we read earlier that the spiritual master must be acting according to Shastra.
Yes, Prabhu.
So when you don't have Shastra, then how you will act? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to be very careful in our dealings, We don't know, at least we have find out, Instead of finding out, you simply speculate, then what will be your justification? Because you are, what? Might, huh? Might means right, is it?
Might is right. No, Prabhu.
Yes, correct.
So how do we answer that question, Prabhu? That because Prabhupada has installed some of the people or in some of the managerial positions and they misused. Because of that, people had to suffer. So they say it's a mistake.
So who is that managerial position Prabhupada installed?
The Brahman Swami and Kirtananda Maharaj, time they committed some mistakes and all that.
Prabhupada rectified them.
Uh-huh.
So in the process when Prabhupada rectified them, they were acting okay. But the moment Prabhupada left, then they deviated. Now who to be blamed for that? Prabhupada?
No.
We are to be blamed because we blindly followed. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
I remember I was a new devotee at that time. Prabhupada said follow the GBC. I thought I should blindly follow the GBC. I didn't realize that I should also question.
Okay.
Now that I've understood, I've questioned and they kick me out. Does it mean that I should again follow them blindly? Huh?
No, no, bro.
Ah, so that's his intelligence, no? Correct.
Yes,
Just
bro.
now you are following me and you find that I am deviating. Does it mean that you still should follow me? Huh?
Yes, bro.
Ah, that's intelligence, no? Correct.
Yes, bro. Correct, bro.
Yeah. Prabhupada said that famous verse, no? You should surrender with intelligence. You should not surrender your intelligence, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that was our mistake. Our mistake was we blindly followed. Yeah. When we understood and we questioned, and then they say either you follow us or you go out. So then what should we do? Blindly follow again, like many people do? Huh?
No.
Ah. So that should be your intelligence, no? Yes, these people were given some mercy by Prabhupada. And if they misuse that, then who to be blamed?
Yes, Prabhu.
Indra, Brahma, they all also, misused the authority. And Krishna rectified them. Yes?
Yes, Krishna rectified them. Yes.
So that's the duty, no? So now that Prabhupada has left us, physically is not here, but he has left us instruction for us to take shelter of. Correct?
Yes. Yes,
Right?
Prabhu.
So our duty is to find out that instruction, no? Not that the spiritual master, of course, is always there with us, not that he will always be holding your hand, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Ah, the spiritual master lives by his instruction. Correct?
Correct, Prabhu.
Ah, I don't see any problem by following his instruction. When you don't follow, that's the problem. Then you blame Prabhupada. Oh, I see how he could have appointed such crazy guys, Huh?
Hmm.
Prabhupada is wrong. The moment you start thinking like this, then you are becoming offensive. Huh?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
At no point of a time you should think that the spiritual master is an ordinary person. The moment you start thinking that Prabhupada made mistake, then it's finished. And this is how it happens actually. The moment you have taken shelter of somebody other than Prabhupada as an authority, and you find out that your authority is, coming short of its actual pure position, then you try to justify by finding fault on Prabhupada. Huh?
Hmm.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, then your spiritual life is finished. Correct?
Correct, Prabhu.
You guys are all
Yeah.
coming from their camp, no? Right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see. You're deviating and then you're questioning and then they're not changing and justifying by one lie. You have to cover one lie, you have to speak 10 lies, no?
Yes.
Right? And then you're living with doubts. So when you live with doubts, then how are you going to make advancement?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes.
It's all right, they are the authority, I'm sure they know, and blah, blah, blah. And finally, uh, your enthusiasm just doesn't come. Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. I think in this verse, can see here in this.
Yes, Prabhu. It's not proper to associate it with a person who has deviated even minutely from the Shuddha Bhakti Siddhanta preached by my Gurupada Padma. The basis of hearing from him is that he himself has heard from Sri Nityananda Prabhu.
Huh?
This is who's.
Bhakti
Yes.
Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying,
Hmm.
huh? The same thing the Prabhupada is saying, but he is also saying the same thing. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Can read this whole thing here.
Yes, Prabhu. Can we hear or associate from devotees who have disobeyed Srila Prabhupada, Rajan Babu? Can we not listen to another Vaishnava, Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur? He should be respected if he is actually a disciple of a real guru. One may listen to those who have heard from a genuine spiritual preceptor, but wherever it is found that there is a conflict in opinion between him and my guru, then to see him as a Vaishnava is a sure path leading to hell. Mannata Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguruhu. My Lord is Shri Jagannatha and my Guru is a universal teacher. It is not proper to associate with a person who has deviated even minutely from the Shuddha Bhakti Siddhanta preached by my Guru Pada Padma. The basis of hearing from him is that he himself has heard from Sri Nityananda Prabhu, August 8, 1934, Sri Guru Tattva and the Secret of Diksha.
So you see how, huh? Now it's
Hmm.
about even minutely deviating.
Correct.
I mean, these people have grossly deviated.
Gross. Yes, Prabhu.
Right? Eh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Blatantly, Prabhupada said, do this, and they have all gone astray.
Yes, Prabhu.
Even some who are
And
following also, you see how they have deviated. I just showed you all the deviation, no? I think I
and
had
if
seen
we
this. I think I
and
had
if we
seen
point
that.
out those things, they will say you're doing Vaishnava Prada. Here it is clearly mentioned, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has clearly mentioned, they are no longer Vaishnava, so there is no question of Vaishnava Prada.
See? The food they distribute is not prasadam. The temple they construct is not in line with Vrindavan tradition. They are inducing children to choose their career in non-Krishna conscious path. They are promoting Mayavad speakers. They are worshipping of demigods and go on and on and on. This is not minutely deviating. Huh?
Yeah, bro, it's not minute also. Yeah.
Huh? You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
In the name of being a Ritvik. See how? Huh? So
Correct, Prabhu.
therefore we should be very careful, See here, he can a Madhyama adhikari give diksha?
Hmm.
He can only perform the initial duties of diksha. That means training him up, It is the
Hmm.
uttama adhikari Mahabhagavata Vaishnava who is actually the diksha guru, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So all these things are there. Whatever Prabhupada is teaching us is also supported by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Yes, Prabhu.
So how you can become successful if you just deviate and follow all these deviants,
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
understand? So we have to be very careful, how our spiritual life, And I think it's better to be safe with Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhu.
When you say Prabhupada, Prabhupada, and you don't follow, then how are you going to be Prabhupada? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
So
Yeah.
you have to be very careful, If someone's saying Prabhupada, Prabhupada, then he has to show where Prabhupada said this. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, it is safe, no? Correct.
Yes.
He simply says all kind of thing and say, no, Prabhupada also make mistakes. Then why you following him? Huh? Correct. You just, it is what? It is for your own convenience you say like that, no? Actually, you are following your own crazy mind. And you're just using Prabhupada. Whenever it sounds good, then you use Prabhupada. When it doesn't sound good, you reject him. Is this is your logic? Hmm?
Correct.
So, Prabhu, who said that Prabhupada is wrong?
Yeah, yes, you can
No.
ask.
Mataji's recent CPP had mentioned that for the issues that are happening in New Jersey temple, CPP when they came, he mentioned to one of the devotees, it seems, that Prabhupada had made also committed some mistakes.
Oh, that's not acceptable at all.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm hearing the first time from somebody's mouth.
Yeah, it's like not acceptable at all.
The moment you see Prabhupada as an ordinary person, as you read so many verses today, then it's finished, no?
Yes.
So if you follow somebody who makes comment like that about Prabhupada, then how Krishna will be able to give you any mercy? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is the problem, When you get intoxicated with so-called power and man and money,
Hmm.
then you start acting whimsically. Very dangerous, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you should be careful. That's why we have pointing all this thing out,
Yes, Prabhu.
so that we don't do these things, Especially demigod worship has become synonymous now with their temple.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
And it says very clearly that one cannot worship demigod.
Yes, Prabhu. As you mentioned, like I've seen the Brahmotsava, Prabhu, where when it's gone Bangalore, where they invite Indra, Chandra, Varuna, and Navagrahas and all that. Is that allowed, Prabhu, as part of any rituals? I'm not seen in.
Any other
Uh,
Prabhupada's
yeah.
temple.
Says here, I think one should not worship any demigods. 165. See here.
A pure devotee must not cherish any desire other than to serve Krishna. He should not offer worship to demigod or to mundane personalities. He should not cultivate artificial knowledge, which is devoid of Krishna consciousness, and he should not engage himself in anything other than Krishna conscious activities. One must engage all one's purified senses in the service of the Lord. This is a favorable execution of Krishna conscious activities.
So it says here. Yes.
He should not offer worship to the demigods. The devotee should treat loss and gain equally. The devotee should not be overwhelmed by lamentation. The devotee should not worship demigods, nor should he disrespect them. Similarly, the devotee should not study or criticize the scriptures. Yes, Prabhu.
So you see how you do all this, that means you are deviating, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So how you can please Prabhupada if you're deviating?
Yes, Prabhu.
What is that last part, Prabhu? Similarly, the devotees should not study or criticize other scripture. What does it mean?
You should not study other scriptures, means, maybe the Bible and the Quran and all that.
Okay. But other Upanishads, Puranas is okay?
That is Vedic scriptures, no? That we are studying, no?
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Got it.
So we should be careful, though, how to act, how to not act. That's why you need the guidance,
Yes, Prabhu.
Otherwise, you will simply speculate, no? That's what's happening in all these groups, no? They just speculate. Not any one of them I've quoted any one verse up to today. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you see how they are grossly deviating. Because money, money means might, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
You get some Padma Shri award on top of that.
For social service, Prabhu, not for spiritual.
Huh?
That's for Padma Shri Award for social service, not spiritual service.
No, but it's interpreted as some kind of a, some big Bhakti Sastri kind of stuff, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, that is true.
Authorized by the government of India.
Yes.
That is how people perceive it.
You instead of preaching Bhagavad Gita, you print one book, 50 times the size, no, and hang in your temple. Huh? Yeah, you go to Delhi temple. There's a big Bhagavad Gita there. You can't even turn the pages. No?
Oh yeah. Yes, true.
What is the use of that? Rather than preaching, you're making one big book like that. Why? Huh?
That was just a show for bringing President, I mean Prime Minister Modi to their temple.
And then Modi is a Pakka Mayavad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Unfortunate, you see. So when you don't know, you don't follow, then your knowledge and everything becomes, just now we read, everything becomes what? Baffled.
But,
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
this is the problem. If you want to play that kind of a card, then that's it. But you're not going to get Krishna. Huh?
yes, bro. Definitely.
Prabhu, one question. We pay taxes to the government, right? And the government may not use it for
You want
Krishna
to,
conscious activities. So how are we implicated by that?
you want to read this first?
Yes, Prabhu. We have actually seen that one of the disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur went wanted to enjoy the property of his spiritual master, and the spiritual master, being merciful toward him, gave him the temporary property, but not the power to preach the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. That special mercy of the power to preach is given to a devotee who does not want anything material from his spiritual master but wants only to serve him. Wonderful line, Prabhu.
So you see how Prabhupada is exposing all this so-called weeds in a person's heart, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is what we are trying to do, you know. I mean, I just came back from India, and I think you saw the videos that were put out, you know. I was
Yes, bro.
I was quite surprised that I went to Bombay, Delhi. I mean, that's the first time I really actually ventured out preaching to a mega city in India, you know. And despite the presence of all these so-called representatives of Prabhupada, the ISKCON and the Kirtanandas and the HKMs and the Chaupati, all of them, I could see that they all are not genuinely representing Prabhupada.
Mm.
I could see that all of them have in some way misused their position, deviated from Prabhupada. And what is going on, each one don't speak about the others and they just carry on their work as though everybody is all right, no? Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
Of course, I was preaching, and when I preached, then that exposed all these people.
Mm.
Hmm?
Yes.
So why we should go there? Why we shouldn't go there? We should definitely go. And just by misusing Prabhupada, they can get big, wonderful institution. Why not by just representing Prabhupada? Genuinely, you cannot supersede all these rascals. Hmm?
Mm.
Right?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
You understand? So we have to do this, you know. It's a very important service for anyone who is in the ISKM to genuinely preach what Prabhupada wanted. It's our duty, actually. And if you don't know, you just have to inquire. Like now you're asking me and I'm explaining. I'm not explaining anything other than what Prabhupada has said.
Yes, Prabhu.
Every time I say something, I back it up with some statements.
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we need to, fight for Prabhupada. That's all I request. Because in America, most of you are in America, and I think the same thing is there also. Everyone is practically deviated. Especially if you bring a flock of Indians, then they will bring all their crazy nonsense,
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji. Yes.
Yeah. Everything is all right, everything is God, anything you can do, everything is okay. Ah, this is Indian nonsense. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
We should have to clean that up. If you can't do that, then how you can get the person to actually surrender to Krishna? Forget it, it'll not work.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Ah, then what it'll become like them? You see, they'll bring in the Ganesh and they'll bring in their Saraswati and Lakshmi and whatnot.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances or close to Prabhupada. Prabhu, I have one question here that in just now only 5 minutes ago you just shown the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj instructions that in that we should not even respect also. So and in the Bhagavad Gita it is says that if somebody fall down and if he is doing the service then we should respect. What is that statement, Prabhuji? Can you please explain or elaborate on that?
I didn't understand your question.
A question is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj here saying that we should not respect even those who are deviate from the path. We should not respect them also. And the yeah
Yeah.
yeah, it's saying that he should be respected, but if he's actually a disciple of real Guru, but if he's not he is not he's not a Vaishnava, or if he's not following, or if he deviate or if he fall down, then we should not respect that person. But in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that if he is the fall down, but he's engaged in our service, you should consider him as a saint. What is that statement, Prabhu?
You see, in that statement of 930 Bhagavad Gita, actually this statement is in this verse, In fact, Prabhupada explained that very clearly also, Yeah, in this verse, Prabhupada says, so Prabhupada is referring, no one should deride a devotee for some accidental fall down, no. Huh?
Yeah.
So accidental fall down means a person, somewhat or other he fell, Right, you can see here, they are warning that the non-devotee that because of an accidental fall down, a devotee should not be derided. But he should still be consistently, even he has accidentally fallen down. In this word here, you can see, on the other hand, one should not misunderstand that a devotee in a transcendental service can act in all kinds of abominable ways. This verse only refers to an accident due to strong power of material connection. Devotional service is more or less declaration of war. Hello?
Against the illusory energy.
Yeah. As long as one is not strong enough to fight the illusory energy, there may be accidental fall down. But when one is strong enough, he is no longer subject to such fall down, as previously explained. No one should take advantage of this verse and commit nonsense and think that he is still a devotee. If he does not improve in his character by devotional service, then it is to be understood that he is not a high devotee. This is very clearly explained, the fall down. Right?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
If he is a strong devotee and he falls down, then he is no longer a strong devotee, is no longer subject to such fall down. Right?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Hmm. And if such a strong devotee falls down, that means he is a bogus person.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So that should be very clear, you know. We cannot just hide in this verse and say every time someone fall down, they quote this verse.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Oh, it's an accidental fall down. How you can have accidental fall down? For a person who is new, that's right. Ah, understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Person who is not, you know, who is a senior devotee and doing for many years and he falls down, then that's something wrong, no?
Yes.
Correct?
So Prabhuji, these all are deviated from the path. So, we should not even respect also these people, right, Prabhu?
Well, you know, why is there to respect? What is there to respect? For respecting him for falling down?
No, no, no. Actually, like suppose, normally they should not. We should not go there. But if they come, and we should not. We should neglect him, right, Prabhu? What do you? It means
Best thing
that
is
we.
to avoid, you know, you avoid such
Hmm.
people. Hmm?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Why you have to go? If he comes to your path and then you bow down, what the harm bowing down to anybody, you know? Correct?
Mhm. Yes, Prabhu.
But as you bow down, you go away, no? You don't listen to the person, no? Because he
Yes.
justify his fall down by, you know, saying all kind of crazy things, no?
Yes.
Pollute,
Yes.
right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So better to avoid, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So not that you simply, you know, do anything and you can, you know, get excuse, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Ah, again, same point is also stated here.
Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura says that a Vaishnava, a person initiated into the Vaishnava cult, should be offered the respect befitting a Vaishnava, which means that he should be offered service and prayers. However, one should not associate with him if he is not a fit person with whom to associate.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So is it clear? Hmm?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So therefore we should be very careful. Hmm?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. And Prabhuji, second question is that in this context only, that these people are those who are rascals. I mean, those who are in the other camp. They're speaking like this, that why we are worshipping demigods because we are not pure enough, like that. These people are saying. So, what do you think on what your answer on that, Prabhu?
You're first, because you're not pure enough, that the first thing you do is to take a guru. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So when you take your guru, then you learn how to become pure. Is it not?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Huh? It never say because you are not pure that you must go and take a demigod. Does it say like that?
No, in
Huh?
any of the scripture, it's not there.
Ah.
Yes,
So how you can say that because we are not pure, therefore we are supposed to worship demigod? The whole idea of to become purified means Krishna asks you to approach a guru. Huh?
yes, Yes, Prabhuji.
The guru is telling you not to worship demigods, then what you're trying to do? More than the guru. Huh?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And demigod worship is not recommended even by, yeah, you can see Narada Muni is saying. In this verse,
Despite the cultivation of Vedic knowledge, which is unlimited, and the worship of different demigods by the symptoms of Vedic mantras, demigod worship does not help one to understand the supreme powerful personality of Godhead.
So why you should worship demigod if it doesn't even bring you to the level of understanding the supreme powerful personality of Godhead? Eh?
Yes.
And what are you trying to do? Eh?
Yes.
Krishna himself saying that this is wrong, correct? Bhagavad
Yeah.
Gita, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Vidi Purvakam, wrong way.
Yes.
So how you can justify this by worshipping demigods?
Correct. Correct, Prabhuji.
It's all nonsense, correct?
Yes.
Krishna says demigod worshippers are less intelligent.
Yes.
They are less intelligent, distorted by material desires.
Desires.
Correct?
Yes.
So you should answer like that.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should be very, we should know how to answer these arguments.
Yes.
It's a whole problem because these people are contaminated, by this demigod worship,
Yes.
To their houses, there will be some Ganesh and Shiva and, the happy family is there. Huh?
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
So if you worship demigod, then you cannot go to Krishna.
Yes.
And how you can develop in your devotional service.
Yes, Prabhu.
Contaminated consciousness.
Yes.
So you explain to them like that.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Unfortunate, this is an Indian disease. The Indian Hindu disease,
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
They cannot give up worship of demigods,
And some
Yes.
people hear this Bhagavad Gita and like for years together, Prabhu, but still after that they will come back to square one. They don't even get, nothing goes inside them. They just keep doing what they are doing, and they forget what they learned from Bhagavad Gita.
Because they don't want to surrender to an authority, no? So if you don't surrender, then now you will improve, correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhuji, next question concerns that, when you start this movement ISKM, I know many people are against you when you, put this thing in Singapore. So that time, some people are not some people, most of the people mindset is like that. We can go on Sunday and being socialized and just come back like that. So how you have tell these people and try to engage them in the some spiritual practices like this, and because their mindset is like that when they join like that.
Anyone who comes will have all kind of crazy mindset,
Yes.
That's natural,
Yes.
Ah. So it's the duty of the person whom they associate with to help them, upgrade
Yes.
them. You understand?
Hmm.
So the preacher should be able to help them become more advanced.
Hmm. because that type of mindset people only come like, they come like that, I'm worshipping this demigod, I'm worshipping this demigod and all that. And at the same time he just came for socializing, not like, learning or something like that, or like so we can tell them also, like emphasize them also to read Prabhupada books or like Srimad Bhagavad Gita or something, but still it's not continue. So how you say on that, Prabhu?
So you see, this is the verse. It shows, quoted by Prabhupada many times. Say the Kirata, Hundara, Pulinda, Pulakas, all these groups, Abhira, Kumbha, Ravana, members of the Kasara, even others addicted to sinful act can be purified by taking shelter of the devotees of the Lord. You see?
Yes.
Due to his being the supreme power, I beg to offer my respectful obeisance unto him. So, in other words, if you come to the program, then you are associating with devotees,
Hmm.
So, by that association, then they should be upgraded. If they don't want to take the association, then usually they will leave. You understand?
Yes. Hmm.
So, but our duty is to help them, climb up the ladder. Hmm?
Yes.
So, but if you don't want to, like Prabhupada said, if you are in the bottom of the well and someone throw the rope, your duty is to catch the rope and climb up, no?
Yes. Hmm.
But if you simply say by your mercy and you sit in the well, then who is going to help you? Huh?
Yes. Yes. Correct,
Correct?
Prabhuji. Yes.
That's the duty, you see. So when you come to an association, then yeah, you're getting purified, you're getting
Hmm.
prasada, you're getting the knowledge and all. But if you
Hmm.
don't take advantage, then who's to be blamed?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Correct?
Yes.
That's why he said you must surrender. No, if you don't surrender, it won't work. No,
Yeah.
correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, who to be blamed, boy? If you are going to stay here and become a rat, this is our problem.
Yeah.
Huh?
Correct, Prabhuji. Correct,
Yeah.
Prabhuji. Hmm.
So that's your point. If you don't want to change, then it's your mess. No.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why
Hmm.
Prabhupada said many will come and many will go. Those who stay, they are fortunate. No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Like now
Prabhuji.
in this class also we had many come at one point, but now some have dropped out. If they don't come, is this my problem? Huh?
Hmm. No.
This is not my problem. Okay?
No. Hmm.
Ah. Despite knowing us and you know what we are doing, and if they still want to go and associate with the others, then who's to be blamed? Huh?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So we have to be intelligent enough to surrender. If you don't want to, then it's your problem. Correct? You
Yes.
cannot force someone to surrender. Hmm? That's
Yes.
possible. Why Krishna says, no, you are given the free will, no? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Given the free will, no? The living entity by nature has minute independence, Yeah?
Own good or bad fortune. But when he forgot his supreme master, the personality of Godhead, he gives himself up to unto the mode of material nature. Being influenced by the mode of material nature, he identifies himself with the body, and for the interest of the body, becomes attached to various activities. Sometimes he is under the influence of the mode of ignorance, sometimes the mode of passion, and sometimes the mode of goodness. The living entity thus gets different types of bodies under the modes of material nature.
So, this is the misuse of independence, no? Correct? So, who told
Yes.
you? Huh?
Yes.
Right or not? That doesn't mean because you are going to misuse, I should also, help you misuse. Is that my job here? Huh?
No.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Like in your Dallas camp, there was one lady who let us stay in the apartment in Bombay. And of course, we were preaching. And if the person didn't accept, and then it all became sour. Does it mean that
Yes.
that person I should, change all my strategy? Huh?
No, no, Prabhu.
No, no, not at all, Prabhu.
Ah.
Hmm.
You want to worship some crazy guy, then who's to be blamed? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
We have
Prabhu, I have one question in this part. Like the other camp, they say this one, right? When when there is a patient and you want to do the surgery, you cannot just blindly cut their thing before we do the surgery. We have to give them the anesthesia, right? So, like that, we cannot tell the patient what we are doing. We have to, first get the service nicely from them, and then once without knowing them they start serving and they start getting association from us, and once after many years then we can tell all these things. Initially we should not tell. Is that correct, Prabhu, or no?
you should use your discretion.
Mhm. Okay.
Correct?
Mm.
You should know when to kind of tighten the screw.
Mm.
Correct?
Mm.
Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. You cannot say, oh, because the person break, therefore you at fault. Yeah, partially at fault. Actually, when I went there and I had to just speak, but it was a good thing that I came out of that place. I went to another better place. That's
Mm.
Krishna's arrangement. Ah, if I had stayed in that place, I would have done nothing in Bombay. You understand?
Mm.
If a devotee is surrendered to Krishna, then Krishna guides him. No? You understand? The first thing you have to understand that you're not the doer.
Mm.
Everything is arranged by Krishna. So we just become, as Arjuna was told, you become an instrument in this fight, Arjuna. I've already done the thing. Correct?
Mm. Yes, Prabhu.
You say that Arjuna was shooting his arrows. Some arrows he was shooting lightly and, huh? Arrows
Mm.
are arrows, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because preaching is art. Not that all the time you preach and the guy is going to become receptive, no?
Mm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Uh, so, of course, you can always try to say so many things, but then you should go and preach. Nobody is stopping you, correct? At least you go and do this, what do you call that? Uh,
Mm.
Slow approach, pacify them and, let them do all nonsense, and correct? How
Mm.
sure you are that by doing that you don't get contaminated too? Huh?
Mm. Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes. Yes.
They say that when you got some kind of disease, you better cut off the part before it spread all over your body. Yeah? Yes or not?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
So why you should let the disease grow, no? Give him time, no? Correct? Can.
Yes, Prabhu. No.
Huh?
No.
That's the problem, Everyone think they know better. That's the problem. Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
You go there and do the job then. If you know better, why you criticize? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right or not? Even though you can try for a million years, boys, the party is not going to change. They're not going to change anyway. Huh? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
It says you should not preach to the faithless. Huh? Why?
Mm. Mm.
Right? Does it say no for the faithless you give them time? Does it say that? Huh?
Mm. No.
What? A person realize, these people are not going to change. I'm not going to see them no more. Better I just speak no. Whether they accept or not, this is for their own good. Correct?
Mm. True, Prabhu.
At least they start thinking, why he said like that, why he say. After that, after I left the place, they said, if anyone criticize our guru, he should be killed. They made a statement like that.
Oh, really?
Ah, huh? What kind of statement is that? I'll go back again, boy, and you try to kill me. Let's see, though. You think what? I'm such a dodo that you can just rub some wool over my eyes or what? Huh? Hello? Huh? Come on, we are not. I'm not here for your threats, you know. I went there. Yes, I went into their camp. I spoke. You saw the video, talking to the Anandas. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, they could
But
not even
the
find you in
but the
one.
moral of the code is this, like this, Prabhu. These people, the rascals, also knows this, that his guru is a murderer. Still, he is approaching them. What do you think on that, Prabhuji? They are not serious about Krishna consciousness. That means.
No, they are blind followers, you know,
Yes, Prabhuji.
sentimental, out of emotion, you know. That's why I said, no, I went to Bombay, I saw all nonsense, no, going on in the name of Prabhupada. Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So why you should not, in the name of Prabhupada, clean up this mess? Huh? Why?
Yeah,
Correct?
definitely. Yes,
Oh, that's our duty, you know. Why put Prabhupada
yes,
name in the mess? No, correct?
Yes.
yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Not one of them are representing Prabhupada. Not one. Yeah.
Hmm.
And this Murari Bapu and this guy and that guy, so many nonsense. Huh? Madhusudan
Yes,
guy is putting a big statue of Kitananda. Huh?
yeah,
Correct? I
yeah,
went to Vrindavan. I was there in one temple. I saw this guy's samadhi. What plague is there? Huh? Who's a homosexual?
yes,
Went
yes,
back in jail. And his
yeah,
what name is in the parikram? I mean, in the
yeah,
samadhi. What?
yeah,
Indians are doing all the crazy things? Huh?
yes, yes,
Hmm? So we should not. We should keep quiet. Then Prabhupada, if you had kept quiet, then I and you wouldn't have become devotees. Huh?
Yes.
yes,
Right? Yes or not?
yes,
Yes.
yes, Prabhuji.
Not preach. Why we should be worried about these rascals? Eh?
Mm.
Our duty is to preach, to help others to understand Prabhupada and Krishna.
Mm.
Yes, we may be small. That doesn't matter. At least the truth. Yes.
Mm. Yes. True.
Hmm. You want to play the card? Yeah, you can play their cards. You know, you can have millions of people in your house tomorrow. Huh? Okay. But you
No.
want that? You can have millions of people like Duryodhan, all the soldiers he had, everybody he had. But he did not have Krishna. Hmm?
Mm. Yes. True.
Arjuna said, I just better have you alone and then all these other things. I don't need that. Only you alone enough. Huh?
Mm.
I mean, we should be intelligent now. What's the big problem though? Correct?
Yes. True.
The whole idea is to satisfy Guru and Krishna.
Mm.
That is our objective.
Mm.
But said, I'm not here to please the masses. I'm here to please Guru and Krishna. Yes?
Yes.
Any other questions? So, please do not be overwhelmed by their so-called unbona fide preaching. Stay online and push on. That's a saying, truth prevails. Yes?
Mm. Yes. True.
You know, we just have to carry on our work and leave the result to Krishna.
Mm.
At least we are on the right path.
Mm.
Not convince others, but at least we are on track, right?
Yes. True.
Ah. So, okay, I guess I've taken too much of your time. Thank you very much for having me with you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Prabhu,
so much, Prabhuji.
for keeping us on the right
Thank you so much,
track.
Prabhu. After a long
Thank you.
time, association.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare
Very
Thank you,
nice.
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Thank
Thank
you
you very
so
much.
much.
Humble
Thank
obeisance
you.
for Guru.